So, just to clarify, you went turkey hunting the last 4 days,
Yes.
and the turkey won,
Yeah.
but you still had a good time, right?
Had a great time.
Fantastic. This is Matthew and Ashley Brooks, and this is Sunday Faith Weekday Chaos,
Where faith meets family.
and family meets chaos. So, give me the highlight reel. You were gone 4 days in the wild. Tell me kind of just high level, what'd you guys do?
Fred and I decided a couple months ago we were going to go to southern Illinois near Cadiz, Elizabethtown area to do some turkey hunting.
Okay.
We stayed in a cabin while we were there. Um,
What'd your days kind of look like? Just like high level.
uh, Turkey hunt until about noon, 1 o'clock,
Okay.
and we would kind of hang out or do a little bit of venturing, sightseeing. And then in the towards sunset, we would see if we would go roosting, see if we could locate any turkeys for the next morning.
What was the plan going into the trip versus what actually happened? So obviously the plan was to come home with a turkey, right?
Yes, but we also knew in back of our minds there was a good chance it wasn't going to happen,
And didn't.
and then not.
But did you still have a good time?
Yes, we had a great time.
So did anything go just like completely wrong or completely right during your trip?
I wouldn't say necessarily completely wrong. I mean, minus the fact we didn't come home with the turkey, but completely right. Um, I mean, we had plans. We tried to execute it, but God had other plans for us.
Fair enough. So, for someone who's never been turkey hunting, this includes me because I've never been turkey hunting, what's something that they would be surprised to learn about turkey hunting?
You need to have patience. When sometimes when the turkeys go silent, you just need to have patience where you are and just kind of sit. Because sometimes toms either have found a hen or the hens have gone to their nesting spot, and so the tom is moving out to find another hen.
Okay. So, along that track, what is harder? Finding a turkey or having enough patience to wait for one?
Finding a turkey.
That's the harder part?
I would think so.
Okay. You tend to have a lot more patience than I do, so.
Yeah, but I guess, I mean, finding a turkey, if you have a general idea or you have looked and you found some scratchings where the turkey has been, but it doesn't necessarily always there. And sometimes in the evening, when you are trying to roost them, sometimes they just don't gobble. So it's kind of a guessing game on where they are at. And on the other hand, of patience, it there's times when you do hear them in the distance, and you really just want to get up and just go. But in the moment, sometimes you just need to think and be like, alrighty, I just need to sit and wait.
I feel like that is one of those things that tends to suit you a little better than it suits me. So, I guess, I don't know, again, because you and I are completely different on some aspects, when I have quiet time, I know what's usually going through my head, one of the 5 million browser tabs that's open in there, but when you're out in the woods and you're sitting in the quiet, what's going through your head?
I usually close my mind out, like what's going on in real life time, and I just sit there and kind of soak it all in what God has created and allow us to um, see and hear in the nature. And then I also use that time to kind of get closer to God, kind of talk to Him, pray. Usually a lot of prayers going on in the woods.
I can get that. I feel like when you're just more, I don't know, one with nature and like you said, just listening to the sounds that are surrounding you that, you know, strictly created by God and with God's intention. It just, I don't know, I think it makes you more one with.
Well, then it makes you appreciate what God has created more and what He has allowed us to view and see.
Okay. So, what was the best call of the trip and what was the worst call of the trip? Whether it was the hunting, one of the adventures you guys went off in the afternoon, one of your nighttime trips to the woods trying to figure out where the turkeys were roosting. What was it? Best and worst.
Best, probably getting to know my friend more.
Okay.
Um, and talking with about God, views wise,
Awesome. It's a really great connection that you guys, I feel like, probably would have been able to make.
easily.
Good.
Worst, I don't know, really did. A lot of times when I go places, like I usually have an open mind, or there's usually not like a bad thing. But the one thing I can think of just to have a worst is ticks.
Ticks, lots of ticks.
Yes, lots of ticks.
Lots of ticks.
Yep.
Okay. Did you manage to have a lot you picked up
Yeah, between us both over the
between
days.
both of you?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I hate
The
discovering
last
ticks.
day, um, granted it was maybe just a tad bit cooler there on Sunday, but that was probably the least amount of ticks that day between both of us.
So, is there anything that you learned on this trip that you didn't know before?
The On this trip down there, we hunted public land,
Mm-hmm.
and down there, I don't want to say mountains, but yeah, hills.
They're big hills down there. Yeah.
Yeah, and the turkeys there like just kind of stay in the woods
Mm-hmm.
to scavenge, and they don't go out to openings.
Oh, so like when we see them in the field around the house a lot,
Correct.
that's where they're mainly hanging out.
Correct.
Hmm.
Like down there, between the 4 days we were down there, we only saw one turkey in the open. And that actually was in Kentucky
Oh, fair enough. Because you guys took the ferry across one night, right? Or one afternoon?
one afternoon.
Was that at Cave and Rock?
Yeah, Kevin Rock trip.
Okay,
Then we
gotcha.
went, took the ferry across his first time.
It's a
And,
fun little trip. I
and
can't wait to take the kids across sometime. We'll have to go down, but
then we went to Marion, Kentucky.
what else was I gonna ask you? Oh, so not to toot my own horn, but I did pack you a lot of your stuff. Well, you packed your clothes and all your hunting stuff, but I packed all the, like the paper plates and your snacks and stuff like that. Is there anything that either you packed for yourself or I packed for you that you didn't use? Or was there something that you forgot at home that you really wish you would have had?
Well, granted, I did give you a list of things that I
Okay.
wanted.
Okay, true enough.
So
I got
there is that.
your crackers and your trail mix
Correct.
and your shampoo
Hmm.
because you needed that too.
Oh, yeah. Shampoo and soap.
I didn't
That
want you to be
just kind of,
stinky all week.
and I
So
appreciate
anyhow,
that.
was there
I'm
anything
sure
that
my
you didn't
friend
use?
appreciate that. Me not being stinky.
True enough. So, did I overpack stuff that you didn't use?
No,
Oh, well, good. Notice that
I mean, notice that you follow my list of what I wanted.
well, I did, but you also didn't have like paper plates and silverware and stuff, and I didn't know what the cabin was gonna have. And I packed you dish soap. Did you use the dish soap?
No,
Oh, okay, so that was something else then. What about, did you end up using the baggies?
no, didn't end up using them. We didn't really need them.
Oh, and you didn't bring home a turkey that you needed to piece up in there either.
Exactly. I believe that's what that was mainly for, anyhow.
Pretty much. Hey, I had high hopes and I just wanted to prepare for you. So, if I had been there during the whole trip, was there one thing that, what would I have complained about first?
If you have gone hunting with us, it'd be waking up very early in the morning.
Yeah, I do enjoy my sleep. So I can
And
I
all
can
the
see that.
walking we did.
I feel like I probably wouldn't have hated the walking so much, but you're right. I don't like being in the dark, and I imagine it was dark when you guys went out, right?
Yes.
What time did you get up?
Uh, between 4:10 and 4:30.
Good night. So yeah, I'm not about that unless like there's just at least 4 days in a row. I feel like day two I would have been like, yeah, I'm not waking up this early on day three for no turkey. Yeah, I would have just sent you by yourself, don't you think?
More than likely.
Um,
Which would be perfectly fine with me.
hey, I know what I wanted to ask you about. So this, you mentioned something about an owl call or something because you were super excited that you had one and then yours ended up broken and you bought a new one before the trip. So explain to me what this is about.
It's a hoot owl call. So,
So it
uh,
sounds like a hoot owl.
yes.
Okay.
Helps you to locate um, toms
Okay.
or hens, because we had a hen answer back to us, but you can use it in the mornings, sunrise to locate them. Sometimes midday, like late morning to midday, when they are when they do go silent, sometimes you can use them to locate them. Then in the evenings, and locate them in the roost to see about the area where you maybe need hunt at.
So it's not just plop down in a spot in the woods and hope that something comes by. There's actually a little bit of pre-work
Strategy. Yeah.
strategy going into it. Okay, fair enough.
Like I said, if you already kind of know the area from past, or you have walked around and looking for turkey signs, that can help you as well. But it's no guarantee.
Yeah, no guarantees. That I feel like that's with anything, but I feel like that's one of the things that probably find more frustrating. Like when I do decide where I'm gonna go hunting, whether it's deer hunting or whatever. And granted, I'm usually out by myself versus with you in the same spot. But for me, it's more difficult to have that kind of patience just because I feel like I'm thinking about 5 million other things. So for you, being out there, you are out there 4 days, probably what, 6 to 8 hours? Well, probably 5, 6 to 8 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
So did you find that more restful or more frustrating?
I don't know about frustrating is the right word. I mean, yeah, because in the end, didn't get a turkey. But at the same time, it's not just about getting a turkey. Like, I know that's your goal. You have a tag, you want to get a turkey. But when it comes down to it, like, I call this trip a success. We heard gobblers, we've heard hens, um, seen a lot of turkey signs for like the next day, or picked up areas where maybe we can try another time if we go back,
Okay.
different areas. I just look at the whole view of the trip as a success that way.
So with that, when you're in the woods like that, do you find those times easier to hear God when you're out there alone?
Yes, for me, because like kind of talked about earlier, where I use that time to pray and talk to God. So yeah, I do see God a lot, and when it's just quiet versus just everyday life.
Okay. So how do you think
So I think sometimes when we go on trips, or just me and you, or sometimes and the radio's not on and I'm just kind of driving in quiet, I think that's kind of related to it. Like just kind of during those times, it's just, I don't know, I don't need everything.
how does patience in hunting compare to patience in faith?
I think they go uh, along right beside each other, because patience and faith, it depends on what you are in your particular moment in life, what you are seeking out. Whether you're preying on a certain event or trying to get out of something that God is not, you feel like God is not answering right away. Just like patient in the woods.
In the woods while hunting.
Um, you gotta have patience to kind of sit or be be quiet, not move. Um,
Well, and sometimes you get out of it what you put into it. Because you guys did some research. You said you heard some turkeys and you knew there were some nearby. They just didn't necessarily come within shooting range.
correct.
And that's kind of similar to with faith, right?
God kind of,
I mean, we still have to put in the work with our faith.
and He gives you signs, but sometimes you're just not.
Or you're not ready for it. Not necessarily, maybe not ready for it, but
You're not seeking it out in the right way.
yep. And sometimes God's just saying, hold still, have patience, it'll come.
And
And if it's not this trip, maybe next trip.
and a lot of times He lets you do it your way, and then when it doesn't go right or it fails, um, you, you can realize that God was there the whole time. And you look back on it, and it's like, oh, why didn't I look that way? Or why didn't I do something different?
So, for your whole trip, if there's one thing you wish you could have shared with the kids and I, what would that be? Or maybe just something you saw that you're like, the kids and Ashley and I need to come down here and check this out together.
The views.
The views.
The views. They were pretty awesome. Pretty.
It's been a while since we've been down there. Did you, because you guys stopped through Pounds Hollow one afternoon, right?
Yep.
You did that. You didn't get to Garden of the Gods, did you?
Not this time we
Not that
didn't.
trip.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to check.
We wasn't too far from there. It's just we didn't make it over there. Went to High Knob as a campground, and then on top is like one of the tallest points down there, I think.
Cool.
And ironically, I know it's the highest point, but it's where I had the best reception all 4 days.
Nice. So it doesn't sound like you had too chaotic of a week. I think maybe you left that for me.
Yeah.
You know what? It really wasn't too terrible. So while you were down south, I wrangled both kids Thursday morning. We got Creed to the sitter by 7 a.m. Cecilia was back home so she could hop on the bus by like 7:25. I don't know how we managed that, but we did.
That's impressive on itself.
I know. I was up at like 5:30 Thursday morning. Friday wasn't so bad because I happened to take all day off because I was dealing with Cecilia's penny wars at school for PTO, but which in itself was super fun, super chaotic. I'm glad to have that done for now, but that's been a really cool, fun thing.
Awesome.
But it really wasn't too crazy. The kids and I made a trip to Sam's Friday night. Cecilia loves that. She was upset that there weren't any samples out at 6 o'clock.
That is her favorite thing about Sam's, which I can't blame her. I mean, it's one thing to look forward to when you go to Sam's.
I know, you never know what you're going to get. And then Saturday, we had to go do a shopping trip for the animals' food. So cat food, dog food, chicken food. How did it fall that all of them needed food picked up while you were out? I mean, and we're talking 50-pound bag of dog food, 50-pound bag of chicken food, cat food was like not bad, but how did we manage that I got to deal with those? Just saying, not that I can't.
I just didn't make it on the free list.
Yeah. What else do we do?
The checkoff list.
What do we do? Oh, Thursday afternoon. I don't know why I decided to, but kids and I went and saw the new Mario movie. And somebody walking.
Thursday?
Thursday? Did I say Thursday? I meant Saturday.
Yeah, that was not Thursday.
I don't know. It's just blurring together. But somebody walked out and they said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize you had a baby back here." I mean, he's 9 months, but he was fussing a couple of times, so I was really glad that I wasn't apparently having people turn around and glare at me for having him in there, but it wasn't too packed of a theater. It was nice having the kids one-on-one for like an all-day thing, but I miss when you're not home.
I do miss when I'm not home either.
I miss when we're not together. I guess I like spending time with you, I guess is my point.
I agree, but I think sometimes I think sometimes it's good to have a little separation, kind of like a reset mode in a way.
I agree.
Not like bad things were going on, just kind of emotions in general, just kind of reset.
I agree.
Makes you appreciate the little things more.
That's where I was going to say too. Like, I appreciate the fact that, yeah, I got the kids for all 4, almost 5 days. And the fact that I was kind of their number one. Cecilia definitely missed having you. And I think when Creed wakes up in the morning, he's going, "Dad, Dad, Dad, Dad." I'm just like, of course. But at the same time, I got his first smiles in the morning. And I'm not going to lie, that's kind of nice sometimes.
It is.
But at the same time, I don't resent the fact that you went, but I appreciate the fact that when you are home, you're there. You're home, you're present, and you're able to help out with those little things. And so, I don't know. I think at the same time, it kind of does that too. I'm super happy that you got to go and that you got to hang out. So, because it's been a while since you've gotten to do that. I don't think either of us have done that in a while.
Yeah. It's been a while since we've been gone away from each other that long.
I think it's been, what, 4 or 5 years?
Yes.
Only 5?
Yeah.
I think your last one was a fishing trip, and I think it was either...
Fishing trip, and then you went on a girls' trip.
Yeah, I think... I can't remember the order, but it's been about... I think Cecilia was like a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It was in like January or February.
Oh, wow.
But still, Cecilia was probably like a year and a half, so it's been probably 5 years since either of us did anything like that. So, I'm super glad you got to go. So, just kind of in closing, if you had to sum up your trip in one word, what would it be?
Thankful. Thankful for the opportunity God gave me to be in the presence of His creation.
Thanks for joining us this week on Sunday Faith, Weekday Chaos.
Take a minute to either follow us or subscribe us.
Thanks for joining.